Hi there, it's Lewis here from the Vevox customer success team, back with another top tip video. Today we're going to be talking about using the different shareable views of the Q&A board, both moderated and moderated, and just talk about the differences and how you might use them. So we're going to jump into a session. Here we've got plenty of content from when we recorded a separate video about using the Q&A board to gather insights, gather team names in this particular situation, and then vote for the best team name. If you'd like to watch that video, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. So in this particular scenario, we're here as a host. We can see that we've got full control of our session, as rightly so, you're the host of the session, and we can go to present full screen and we can manage Q&A. What we could also do is here from the back end, you can click on a message, you can make it full screen. Anything that you do here mirrors for any other displays that you're sharing, and we'll come to those a bit later. But essentially, this allows you to control Vevox from the back end if you're presenting from a different screen. When you click it, it goes smaller. You can also use the little eye icon to make a question disappear as well. So now we're going to look at the various different views. And we'd start with the moderation option. So you can click on the moderation view here, and we can either turn moderation on or we can create a moderator link. So the first thing we're going to do is create a moderator link. That then creates this code, copy the code, and press done. Now you can email that to anyone. You can send it to whoever you like. In this situation here, I'm just going to add it to my browser bar. I'm going to go and visit that page. So you can see here now that as a moderator, I have the ability to hide questions. So let's sort it via most likes. And then I'm going to hide this question here. I'm going to move it to the archive. Now I've moved that to the archive here. If we go back and look at the dashboard, it's also moved to the archive here because if I sort this by most likes, it's not appeared on the list, and it's also disappeared from the audience view as well. On top of that, we can have moderation turned on. So if we turn moderation on and press done, as is the case with moderation, you have these two extra boxes that say needs review and reviewed. And it's the same for the moderator link that you sent out where you've got needs review and reviewed. So that's exactly the same in terms of the moderation stuff as you would have already experienced. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Now we've also got the option to create different views for different people. So we need to use our Q&A tags. So we use labels, and I'm just going to use label 1 and label 2 for the purposes of this video. Now I've got my labels created. If I press close, in the background I can now apply these labels to my questions. So I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1 and 2, and so on. By doing that, I've applied those labels and I can create what's called a filtered display. Now, the first thing I can do is go to present full screen if I'm presenting, and I can use the filters at the top here, and I can then click on a filter and I can sort by 1 or sort by 2 or both. And then we can see all the questions, or I can get rid of them and go back to the main view. I can also share these views with other people. So I can click on the sharing icon and I can create different views. So let's say I want to create a message list from the published list. I want to sort it via most likes, and I want the filter to just be all the questions with 1 as their label. I can do that. I can create a second view, again, of the published list, sorted via most likes, and this time with 2 as the label. We've got these two different views. So if I was to copy the link to my clipboard and send it to somebody, or in this case, just paste it in to my browser bar, I can only see the questions that have got 2 as a filter. So we've got 4 questions here. Let's say if I close this, I want to add an extra question. So Team Horizon, we want to add 2 as a label. I can add that in, and if I go to my shared display, just looking at 2 of the filters, Team Horizon has appeared because I've added that as a filter to that question. I've used that label. So that's in terms of the different shareable views of Q&A. You can go make as many different ones of those as you like. The final option here is this sharing option here to create a public link of present view. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that you could operate Vevox in the background and present from a totally different screen. So use this copy URL. We want to create a public link, and then we copy this. And if we, again, just paste it in or email it to a colleague or anybody, if we've got an AV person helping us run the show, they can't control anything on the screen. They can only put it into full screen mode, and that's it. If you were to go back into the dashboard and, let's say, hide the question Team Horizon, that same thing would have been hidden there. You can see it just disappeared. So those are the various different views that you've got of sharing the Q&A screen, both unmoderated and moderated, all the different labels and everything else. I appreciate it's quite a short video, so if you want any more help or guidance on it, please do get in touch with us. You can email us, or you can call us up, or you can have a chat to us through our live chat system as well. That's it for this video. Please do carry on looking at our quick win videos on our website. They are fantastic and very helpful. But if you have any questions, please get in touch. Speak to you soon.